Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another video. I've got a report from the David Rose the athletic about the Mohamed Kudus from Ajax. So this player, now intention to leave Ajax in incoming transfer. So this is what the report says. Mohamed Kudus has made Ajax aware of his intention to leave the club in the summer. A deal is expected to require £40 million. Manchester United, Arsenal, and Newcastle are among those tracking Kudus. This is the David Rose. So I think it doesn't matter whether Arsenal, Newcastle, or Manchester United. £40 million for Kudus is a bargain in my opinion. This guy is absolutely fantastic player. He's got a lot of potential. He is a great, attacking midfielder. That's why maybe Eric Ten Hag is interested because he knows how this guy play. Because he knows how he can be, how he can involve in the Manchester United in midfield. But the problem is, attacking midfield is not a priority option for Manchester United. That is all we all know, because we have to make sure to sign a quality striker and midfielder, central midfielder who can drive the ball, who can hold the ball, who can be more involved in a better playing from the back. So this is our first two priority. And then if we are about to set Harry Maguire, and we have to replace with a more quality center back like Kim Min-jae or something like that. And then David De Gea's goalkeeper position. That is 4 positions that we have to replace and make an improvement signing. Because if we don't make those if we don't make those kind of like investment or signing, I don't think we're gonna be better next season, because there will be a lot dangerous team, because Manchester City is not improving. There's no way we can catch them at the moment. Arsenal gonna sign a quality player, at least 2 quality player in the summer. Chelsea is not probably gonna back under Mauricio Pochettino. Liverpool's gonna be definitely back, and Newcastle is going to sign at least 2 or 3 quality players. So everybody is improving. So I doubt that Manchester United can be better if we don't make an important signing like Harry Kane, Frankie De Jong, or whoever is from the midfield. That's why that I think we have to make a really good signing in the summer. Now Mohamed Kudus, so he's being linked with the Manchester United. The problem is £40 million is I'm gonna give happily £40 million to Ajax to sign Mohamed Kudus. Because every time I used to play with the 1 defensive midfielder and 2 advanced number 8 players in Ajax. That is how he developed the Ajax. That is how he carry. That is how he sent Ajax to the victory ways. So that's why I think Eric Ten Hag wanted more advanced number 8 player like Mason Mount or like James Maddison, something like that. So the problem is we have to sign central midfielder. That is what we need. So I don't think Mohamed Kudus is the right player to sign as a priority one, because we have to sign a central midfielder and striker, which is probably gonna cost around 130 million for both player. If we reduce to sign expensive player. That's why I think Mohamed Kudus is a great player, but not priority one to sign him. 40 million, I'm gonna give happily to Ajax for 40 million for Kudus. But the problem is, what are we gonna sign for if we don't need him as a priority one, right? So I don't think Manchester United gonna try to sign him. So this is Mohamed Kudus. That is a ridiculous there's a ridiculous report that is coming from the the Athletic Express about Glazer. So I'm gonna read it. I think probably all the people is now noticed. So this is what it is. Okay, this is what the report said from the the Athletic. When Everton Glazer flew in for Manchester United Carabao Cup final in February via private jet, the price put down in the accounts was £250,000. He traveled the same luxurious way to the Women's FA Cup final last weekend, with the club footing the bill again. So which means all the according to the reports, Manchester United paid what Ivan Glazer used. United paid the private jet cost. United paid the trip cost. Why? I've never heard this kind of situation from the other teams. No team's owner is using their club generating money for their own good. And, Manchester United didn't invite you to watch Carabao Cup final or Women's FA Cup final. You want to come because you want to show like you care about Manchester United or something like. You don't care about Manchester United, my friend. So don't try to pretend. Okay, you try to pretend to care about Manchester United by watching the two Carabao Cup final and FA Cup Women's FA Cup final by coming to coming to the Wembley Stadium, and it cost Manchester United a lot of money. This is your trip, this is your plan, this is your personal use, but they put the name as a business expense. And there is a more report that's coming from the Athletic as well. They said the Glazer family went trip to Qatar, and all those expenses they put as a business expense from the Manchester United. So Manchester United paid their family trip to Qatar. How is that gonna work? They use every single pennies of Manchester United for their own goal or the fund for the transfer, whatever it is. They don't use or they don't touch their own money. Even they use Manchester United money for their personal things. How ridiculous is it? I've never heard those kind of things from the other teams. I've never heard. Think about it. We pay what I think Manchester United is always paying what Glazer eating for a lunch, dinner, and breakfast. I think Manchester United providing it's like cost of living of Glazer family. I think so. We need to check. Maybe no. Probably Manchester United are providing cost of living for Glazer family to be able to afford to live in American Florida for their whole family. So Manchester United providing them is I doubt this couldn't be true. Manchester United generate around 800 million pounds per year because we have a global fan base and we are the second biggest team in the world. But we have over 600 million pounds that's gonna go to club spending, okay, because players salary, staff salary, it's like electricity, all the utility, and another 200 million is gonna be they're gonna be give 100 million for every tanker to spend transfer, and then another 100 million they're gonna take dividends. They're going to be used. Okay, they're going to use the another 100 million for their own goal to provide their cost of living in America. So Manchester United providing this shitty family. How ridiculous is it? Manchester United paid their trip to Wembley Stadium. One trip cost to get a private jet for Ivan Glazer £250,000. It is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. I don't know what do I need to say anymore. This family have to go. And it's like yesterday the report came out that from the ESPN, Glazer are delaying the decision whether they sell Manchester United in the summer until end of the season. So this is probably they are going to stay. And they're going to continue to stay, I think. I don't think they want to sell. So we fucked. This is the shitty family. This is a family who bought Manchester United to make money. No sports team make a lot of profit, okay, because they need investing as well. But Manchester United owner, the Glazer family, didn't invest anything since they bought Manchester United in 2005, and they spent hundreds of millions from the Manchester United generated money, and they took hundreds of millions like a dividends, and they spent hundreds of millions for their own personal usage, and put in the name as a business expense. Shut up, business expense. That's not a business expense. So you go to the trip with your own family to the Qatar, you pay for it. Why Manchester United have to pay for it? It's a ridiculous, report. Sorry, it's a ridiculous news. It's a ridiculous thing from the Glazer. They have to go. They can't continue to be Manchester United owner. It's a shame. It's a shame. I've never heard those kind of ridiculous things from the other, other owners. So, what do you think about this situation or this report? Make sure to comment below. Thanks for watching, guys.